And the Highlander, Jake Immel, has the biggest crowd here.
He really did a good job of getting his fans together. He's been a class act to work with from the beginning, to be honest.
I think it was his mom that set everything up too, right?
I don't know if his mom or his girlfriend or what, but you know, I dealt with Jake, and I know you dealt with Jake, but yeah, it's always a team thing. You know, it takes a lot of people to make it happen. And,
the Highlanders got a lot of friends here. They brought an entire bus down all the way. He's from way up north. What was it, a 6-hour bus ride? Something like that?
5 hours or something?
Yeah. They had a lot of drunk people when they got here too. Talked to Josh Holtz. He said it was a very fun ride down. A lot of alcohol consumed.
Well, you know, Driller, we paid for their PBR on the way down.
Yeah,
you know?
I saw that.
Big thanks to Pass Blue Ribbon for the sponsorship. Sure. It's always great working with them.
Well, it's kind of perfect. It's like a guy like that who's doing it right and getting the fans down here, you take care of them, and you did that. You know, threw him some beer, and we made sure to take care of him.
And we took care of his bus driver in the cage side seat too.
I like it. Like I said to these guys earlier too, it blows my mind that nobody's ever given this kid a title shot.
No one's ever given him a chance to train. He said he's never had like a couple months to train himself for a fight.
Yep, he's always Mr. Short Notice. He'll fight anybody, you know.
Look at that bear crawl.
The ogre.
He really is an ogre. He's a big guy.
The only fight I saw of his was against Devontae Nunn, and it was just a stand-up brawl, and then Ben just put him to sleep.
But what's funny, too, is after that he fought Cody Sorensen. Cody Sorensen, it was an amazing high school wrestler. I don't think he lost his senior year. He was a great high school wrestler, and Ben survived 3 rounds with him. It went the distance, and he won the decision. I think it was split even, but it was a very tight fight. I kept my eye on that fight because, you know, with a guy who's as muscular as Ben, you always wonder if he can last 3 rounds. And he did. He survived it.
So what's Strandlien's background?
I think he also wrestled a little bit, but I think he's a football player. You know, he's just an athlete. I believe he wrote that on his sheet, mostly just a football player. But boy, he can swing.
You know, one thing I'll say is have seen Immel fight a few times in King of the Cage. I saw his very first fight ever, believe it or not. I was a judge of it. He's got a good chin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're talking about a guy who can take a big punch, and, you know, Strandlin's probably going to have to have a little more game today than just throwing bombs.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely. And the thing I said, too, Strandlien can't rush in because he does not want to be on the ground with Immel. He will lose on the ground with Immel because he's crafty and he's long as heck.
This next contest will be 5 rounds in the light heavyweight division.
Immel's got a crazy look at his eye right now.
Oh, yeah, he has since he got here.
And Strandlien looks like the Terminator.
If you didn't know much about the fight, you think you wouldn't know that Jake Immel is a lot more experienced and a lot more faceted than Ben is at this point.
Yeah. And Ben just started fighting. I think he's got all 5 of those fights this year.
And, you know, obviously, you know, we're the best show in Minnesota, and it's a step-up fight. I mean, winning on Gen X or winning on, you know, whatever the other name shows are up there, it's a different story.
And Jake, even though he's lost some of those fights, has fought on the big show. He has fought at Target Center.
That's what I'm saying. He's very experienced. He took that fight on a week's notice against an All-American wrestler, you know.
A lot of ogre shirts. This is going to be a fun stare down. These 2 guys are good. They were good at weigh-ins yesterday. There's not an ounce of fear in either one of those guys' eyes.
I love it.
Well, here we go. This is, honestly, I think it's the first big fight that Ben Pearson ever put together. And from the as far as on our show, I think this was the first one that kind of came together, right, for the big fights on the show.
It was one that I dreamed up and made it. I mean, it was one of the first.
Like, it was the first one you locked in, I think, as far as like for these top last 4
Well,
fights.
maybe Reem and Williams, but I don't want to count that as the.
It's not this level of fight.
No. Oh.
Oh. Wow.
He's got to not rush in though. This is no. Let's keep punching.
Let's not show bias. Huh, Ben?
Oh, I don't care. I love Immel. Are you kidding me?
I'm actually a big Immel fan too.
Yeah.
I don't know Ben very well. Ben seems like a great guy, but Immel's a great guy.
Yeah, I had never met Ben until yesterday. So.
Well, these guys really came to fight, man.
Oh, you put a sweet belt on the line like that. And like I said, Immel felt like he'd earned this shot a while ago.
I believe it. I think he had. And Immel's going to be a guy, and so is Strandlien. I think that we can't.
Oh! Oh my goodness!
He can swing.
Wow. I don't know how. Would you have let Immel take all the?
Not.
I don't know. That's like I said. That we knew that fight could end that way. A little side story. One of Ben's best friends died here about 3 weeks ago, I think, 2 weeks ago. I was a little worried that he was going to be, it was a very close friend of his that passed away, so I'm sure that this fight was in his honor. It's like I checked in on him. You got to be careful. I didn't want to, Wow, definitely the biggest win of his career.
And no fault to Jake Immel, who's fought everybody he could as an amateur. He's the guy we have a home for as a pro or amateur anyways.
Absolutely. I love Jake.
And he'll fight anybody, and he'll compete with anybody. And honestly, he came in there looking for a war, and he got it. How many knockouts do we have right now?
4?
Yeah, 4. I'm having a tough time, Jared.
I think that might be, I don't know. There's a lot more on the line.
I like Tanner Walsh's, but yeah, this is a big spot fight.
Honestly, and he knocked out a very high-level fighter in Jake Immel, a guy who's going to have a great pro career too.
Well,
and Jake is still not up. And Randy Laney's definitely going to be looking for that as well. How do you top those knockouts, though?
After 55 seconds of the first round, the winner by TKO and new True Promotion, Strandlien Entertainment Group light heavyweight champion.
Where does Ben train?
Doesn't very much. Doesn't have any, but we're going to work with. Yeah. I've been talking with his management, and I'm going to try and help him get into a little bit more regular training situation. Obviously, he's got the talent to do it. This is with almost no training. He did this.
Where does he live?
Way up north, like Alexandria, north of Alexandria.
Okay. What it feels having that title around your waist?
Heavy, man. This thing legit. It feels awesome. Feels awesome to have all my crowd, my fans, friendly fans came all the way down here to support me. And just awesome.